Hi folks, welcome back to Manly Kitchen. Now, in my last video, Authentic Chili Colorado, I mentioned having extra sauce in that recipe because I had an idea for the leftovers. And that's what I'm doing tonight. Tonight I'm having breakfast for dinner and I'm doing a Chili Colorado omelet. So come along with me, I'm going to turn around into the kitchen and we're going to have some fun. First, let's take a look at the ingredients. I'm going to be using 2 eggs, because I think a 3-egg omelet is really too big a serving for an individual. I've got oil for the pan, some Chili Colorado here that I've chopped up and reheated. I've got my Chili Colorado sauce here, some shredded cheese back there, a little bit of half and half I'm going to put with the eggs, and then the sour cream. And yes, it is light sour cream, but only because I picked it up by accident. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is crack my eggs into the bowl. Then I'm going to add my half and half. And I know a lot of people say don't add the half and half, don't add the water, but I grew up on having a little milk in the eggs in it. And I find it to just be, I don't know, comforting. Okay? So, using a whisk and nothing else, I'm just going to beat the bejeebers out of those eggs. Okay, get them all nice and fluffy. Now all I've got to do is heat my pan and start adding ingredients. So I heated my pan to medium heat, put some nice olive oil in it, let that heat up. You can see from the sizzling that I got a good heat going there. Last little whisking of the eggs and right down they go. Now we're going to let that take a minute to start setting. And now I'm just going to start slipping the sides, bringing some uncooked egg underneath. I'll let that cook for a bit and then do it again. Now in a non-stick pan, you can take a very thin cake knife and you can slip it all the way underneath and continue to build the omelet the French style, French way of doing things. Here in America it's just a little different. Okay, now we're going to let that continue to cook and set for a minute. Now if I shake the pan, you can see it's still a little runny on the top, but not much. It's almost completely set, so now I can go ahead and start putting the rest of the ingredients on. And I'm going to do it on half of the omelet only. And there's a reason for that. You'll see it in just a minute. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get that meat down there. You can see now why I chopped it up, right? That's a pretty good amount there. Next, I'm going to take some of the sauce. Oh, look at that, huh? And finally, a little bit of cheese. Now you probably want to do more cheese than I do. I just like a little bit. So now, we just let that finish cooking. And while it's cooking, it's heating up the meat. Don't worry about the cheese melting. As soon as we finish serving this omelet, that stuff's going to melt right down. Get my toast going so it'll be ready on time. And life is good. Oh, my toast is ready. Let's get that done. Okay, I've got my toast buttered and on the plate. Now I'm ready to put the omelet on there. Watch how I just slide that out. And then fold it over. Boom. Look at that. All nice and browned. Oh man. Boy, isn't that just gorgeous? Now what I'm going to do to make it even prettier is I'm just going to put a little bit of gravy sauce and some stripes. I'm going to sprinkle a little cheese over the whole thing. And finally, we'll put a dollop of sour cream right in the center. Whoops. It's okay. We'll just bring it back up. Now how about that? Is that gorgeous or what? Man. Now they say the proof of the pudding is in the eating. So let's find out how good this really is. Oh boy. Man, the egg, nice and light. And then you got that Chili Colorado spice going on. A little bit of cheese and sour cream around it. Folks, if you're into Mexican food like I am, this is a great Sunday brunch omelet. It's awesome. You're going to have to excuse me. I'm going to go have my dinner. I'll be back in a minute to close out. Oh boy, that was good. And I got to break two rules at once. First, I got to have chili for breakfast. And then I got to have breakfast for dinner. So that was kind of fun. And it worked out really well. The proportioning was nice on the fillings. Remember, as I said in the beginning, I recommend 2 eggs instead of 3. I do like to put a little bit of half and half in there to make it a little bit creamier and to stretch the eggs a touch. Just chop up your Chili Colorado, reserve some sauce if you can so you can dress the top of it, a little bit of your favorite shredded cheese blend and maybe some sour cream, and that really is all there is to that one. Now if you're on YouTube, first do me a favor, subscribe to the channel so you'll get all the updates, but also you can go over to manlykitchen.com and you can read the recipe that goes along with this video. On both places, YouTube and the website, feel free to throw a like down, put a comment in there, tell me your thoughts, what variations you might try, or if you go try it and it works real well, come back and tell me about it, okay? So until next time, I'm Lane, this is Manly Kitchen, and the #1 rule here, play with your food.